Hello everybody, today we're bringing you another egg cutting. These came out really early actually. These were scheduled to hatch on the 21st of October. It is currently the 15th and I caught one of them pipping this morning and now there's a considerable amount of little heads sticking out. We got 6 eggs from my killer Russo clown, which killer means super pastel. We named her Harley. Get it? Killer clown girl. Anyways, she was bred to my GHI Spotnose Clown 66% hypo. This is a really exciting clutch for me because he is a male that I got from Kinova, and this will be his first clutch actually. We're guaranteed to get at least pastel clowns out of this because super pastel always passes one copy down, and this is a clown to clown pairing. The hypo, I don't know if that's going to pan out ever because I don't know if it's hypo yet. I'm unfamiliar with how Russo is really going to be seen here, but we'll see. I know it serves to brighten it up. It has really served to keep my super pastel looking pretty good and less of a brownout on her. The GHI and Spotnose, however, we should be able to see obviously. If I can ever prove out my GHI Spotnose Clown as a head hypo as well, these would immediately become 50% head hypos. But let's just go ahead and get right into it now. I am pretty excited about this one. Like I said, this is the first time that GHI Clown has sired a clutch and obviously proved him as viable. Oh, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Like I said, everything is going to at least be pastel and clown. Let's go ahead and get started just right here. I also have never hatched out GHIs or Spotnose, so I am rusty when it comes to identifying them. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, I do a ton of research after the fact, but nice. Very nice. So again, obviously pastel clown. You know, as we cut more here, we should be able to tell a little bit better of a story. Those really nice, beautiful blue eyes. Are they catching that? Like silver, actually, silver blue. I want to say Spotnose, and I think that head pattern kind of tells us that, but I don't know. Let's keep going. This is a really nice looking one though. I'll go with you. You were just peeking your head out, so again, Russo should be here 50% of the time too. So maybe we can see a little difference here. See, like, look. Look at the difference here, actually. Just in the color. Remember, these are pastel clowns minimum. Okay, so I think this one is a Spotnose clown, given a little bit to the pattern. I can't see this one's head now, but I'm almost positive this is GHI because you can see the granulation, how it kind of does that, but it's still dark. Like, look here. These really dark patterns. It has a lot of granulation in there. So I'm pretty sure this is GHI. Could be Spotnose too. I kind of wish pastel was not in this, I'm not gonna lie. It'd make it a lot easier, I think. But, hey, it's fine. Seeing that little bit right there, I think we got another GHI in our hands. In fact, this is definitely GHI. These little dots and stuff like that, that makes me feel far more confident. This looks actually very similar to how King looked when I got him. King is the male's name, by the way. Yeah, look at how much granulation there's there. This is GHI, pastel clown, and it could be Spotnose too because it looks so similar to him. I think it is. Let's compare it to this one here, which I think is GHI Clown. So there's a little bit of difference, I think, there. Hello there. They look perfect. They look cartoony, drawn on eyebrows on that thing. Remember, the tone difference in some of these too could be because of the Russo in the mix too. Not sure if anybody's ever messed with Russo in these mixes before, but there's no doubt in my mind this is GHI, and I think it's a Spotnose too. I think this is a perfect clone of the dad, which is very cool. All right, last one that pipped on its own. Hey there, buddy. Go back in for a second. Thank you. Oh wow, that's a head, all right. Again, lots of granulation there. So GHI, but all of these I'm very happy with so far. I love what GHI does to it. The speckling of pattern in there. Oh whoa, hang on. That egg just moved. Yeah, I just seen it like move right here. It kind of pushed up there. Ooh, Spotnose pastel. Yeah, I think so. You see a lot of these spots on there too. So I don't think this is GHI. You won't see that in there. I'm getting good odds here so far regardless. I mean, I was always going to get really nice snakes, but as long as if I don't hit a pastel clown, then those are really good odds regardless. But Spotnose pastel clown. This one's harder to see because of the goop, but again, I think we've got a spot nose. This one shows it a lot better too, because you can see the spots on the nose this time, which is kind of where they get their little name from. Pastel can blush out the nose, though. I mean, you look at these ones' noses right here, you can see that. They blush out the nose, so I feel like it can make it a little bit harder. However, when you get spot nose, it does tend to kind of blow the head up with lots of little leopard prints rather than lines in a way. So again, spot nose pastel clown, obviously, and I think that's it. I think there's no GHI in here. This one could potentially have Russo in there. It's just a lot cleaner than the others. All right, so we wanted to update on these, and it's actually been quite a bit. This egg cutting was not our last clutch of the year. It's just our last one that we're going to show off in a video. This has been 2 months, and I have actually already sold one. This one here is a pastel spot nose, and it's also in shed. Every single one of these is so incredibly spicy. They started to settle down a little bit, but they've got some attitude to them. I really like what spot nose does to it. Creates those kind of loops, really accentuates the colors, boldens the blacks, which is why I would probably like to see this without pastel. Unfortunately, everything is pastel because the mom is right over here. You see, she is a killer Russo clown, and killer stands for super pastel. So everything is pastel. I feel like it takes away a little bit of the spot nose. In fact, it takes away some of the markers to be able to tell you have spot nose, including, well, the spot nose. So they do have a very busy, starry head, lots of dots on their head, which really helps clown anyways, because this clown is all about the head anyway. So this one here is a pastel spot nose as well, but it is also Russo. The reason I believe that is because, again, everything is pastel. Spot nose because of the pattern change and the head itself, and then Russo, I believe, just because the head is a lot of white on it and the color is way more creamy. Often Russo can be difficult to tell, but in this one here, I am very certain of it. These are also very attitudey snakes, if I have not said so. So I'd rather not take a bite, because even though it doesn't really hurt, I don't want to stress the snake out. So here's our next one here, and this is where I started hitting GHI. I did pretty good with GHI, getting at least half, and the one that I sold I think might have been a low expression GHI. This one here is a pastel spot nose GHI. I believe it would be spot nose anyways. Again, I need to get a little bit better on these, but I am almost positive just because of the pattern change. And again, pastel has to be in everything, and the GHI is, well, very easy to tell. These granulations fading in the color. GHI is very distinct. She's very beautiful, and again, very angry. She eats very well. Part of that attitude thing. Sometimes you get the attitude, but you get a good eater out of it. So here are two more. This one here is a girl, and she is also a pastel GHI. I believe she could be spot nose. This one I'm a little more on the fence about, but I think so. Just because, let me show you the male, actually. So here's the dad. He's a GHI spot nose clown. So looking at that, this one here I believe will be a spot nose GHI pastel clown, and this one here I think might be all that with Russo. You can see a bit of a difference here. This one's a little bit brighter. It has a lot more flaming coming up on the sides and such as well. I guess the definition of bright is different here. This one actually on the camera almost looks like it could be considered brighter. So female GHI pastel spot nose, and this one is the same except he's a boy, and he also, I believe, will have Russo in him as well. But just wanted to give a quick update on these, the remaining ones. They turned out wonderful, and I love this project, and I'm going a lot of different directions, combining it now this year to go for certain Batman combos. We can give you a quick sneak peek of what we're actually going to put that male to this year. So he's been pairing this year with our red stripe clown named Veda. She is huge and looking beautiful, and he will also be pairing with our banana clown, which is possible leopard in and of herself, and with Dottie here, who is a pastel orange dream leopard het clown, but as you can see here, she's 50% het pied. Our next video, we're going to be discussing genetic testing, and let's just say one way or the other, I'm going to either have to erase this or change it to 100%. But anyways, to close this out, these are the two best ones I believe that I got out of this pairing. I don't think I'll keep this one because I've got the male, and if I could have done this without pastel and just kept Russo in there, I probably still wouldn't have kept it. Maybe, because Russo is cool and it does serve as a very nice enhancing gene, but it does limit you on getting it to any other blue-eyed leucistic gene, because blue-eyed Lucy is cool, but if I'm trying to make combos like this, they're kind of self-defeating. However, if you don't breed him to anything with blue-eyed leucistic, he is very, very powerful. So I'll be very likely selling him. I don't know about this one yet. I'd like to keep a female version of that and go for super GHIs, but got too many cooks in the kitchen here, as you can tell. If you like this video, you can actually click on the screen here. We'll have a link to a playlist of all of our egg cuttings. Hope you like the video. We'll see you in the next one.